So today I am replacing the transmission mount on my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It applies to 99 to 2004. So we have a 18 millimeter bolt with a nut on the other end. I already took the nut off, and then 16 millimeter, four 16 millimeter bolts on top. I broke those loose already, and then I got the transfer case jacked up. A piece of wood here. Next should just be removing those bolts. Okay, so I took those 4 bolts out, or technically the 5 with the cross bolt, and then look at that, just comes right out the back. Okay, I got the 2 mounts here, and this is the factory one, and it's got a lot of play in it. You can see some cracking down there at the bottom in the rubber. This one does have some play, but just the feel of it is completely different. Got this off of rockauto.com. It was on sale for like 16 bucks. I think it was the last one. Yeah, that's where I get all my parts from, is Rock Auto. They're, usually the cheapest I can find online, and they support my childhood track. Okay, so far a little harder than I expected, but isn't always under the reinstall. So I put those 4 bolts back in first, and now hopefully I'm going to be able to drop the jack just a little bit and be able to slide the cross bolt in through there and through that hole that you see there. It's definitely not lined up on the other side, so hopefully I can get it started, pound it through to there, drop a little bit more, and hopefully it holds together. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so that worked out. It slid in this part no problem, and then with a little bit of up and down, eventually it went right through the other side. Tightened the nut down, and then I torqued these front 2 bolts to spec, 33 foot-pounds according to the book I have. These back ones, my torque wrench head was too big to fit through these 2 metal pieces, so I just cranked on it with my smaller socket wrench. Then I'm going to take the jack away and put weight onto the mount and tighten this bolt down to 45 foot-pounds, and that should be it. And there we go, it's all tightened down. Based on measurements I took from before starting this, my transfer case did raise up about ½ an inch, which is good because, as you see, my front drive shaft is not installed at the moment because the CV axle burned out, and I'm hoping it's because of the transmission mount. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, the CV, or the front drive shaft, is out of the way, so that probably made the job easier. The hardest part was just putting the mount back in. You have to use a pry bar, screwdriver, just work it around a little bit to get all the bolt holes lined up, and then get the 4 16 millimeter bolts tightened down before you drop it down and get that 18 millimeter bolt through. And other than that, just remember, jack up by the transfer case. Do not, under any circumstance, jack up by the transmission oil pan. Good luck.